it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, right now we're live, buddy. So here we go.
Let's go.
1. Oh my God. Here we go. We are on the scene. But wait a minute.
We are out here.
Before y'all figure out who he is, y'all know what I got to do. I want to make sure that everything is going good. Quality is good.
Everything is good.
We are being seen. Hold on. We are on, buddy, right now. All right. So before we get started, first of all, welcome to J's for Days on Sunday, baby. September 25th, almost the end of September. Oh my God, this is you closing us out, buddy.
Let's go. Almost October. It's my favorite season. It's fall, so I'm excited about it.
Yes. Let's get this party started. Welcome to J's for Days. Thank y'all for tuning in, baby. I got a special guest in the building. Represent another New York City premiere. Yes. Y'all better get that drink. If y'all ain't got that drink, I can't do nothing with y'all. Y'all better get that drink. Okay, baby, Mr. Kingsley, could you please tell us where you're from? What it do, boo?
What it do? So Jay's thanks for having me on the show. I'm super excited about this. I'm loving what you're doing. Once I found out about your page, I thought this was extremely dope. So keep doing what you're doing first and foremost. Any opportunity to to showcase fellow sneakerheads and learn about the culture is extremely amicable. So I see you doing your thing. So appreciate you. So Mr. Kingsley here from Mr. Kingsley's Closet. Follow me on IG.
Nice.
East Harlem, New York, born and raised. Been a sneaker game for a long, long time. Took a little hiatus, but once COVID kind of came about, got me right back into the passion of doing things. So now I'm back on my grind, trying to get my collection back up to where it was at when I was in high school. And I'm just really glad to be here. So thank you for having me.
We are so happy to have you. Listen, I can't do this without my community of sneakerheads. I need y'all. Without y'all, the show does not exist. So blessings to you, my brother out in New York.
Thank you.
Y'all better tune in because this man is about to shake up the month of September. He got some heat that has never been shown on the channel.
Oh, didn't know that. Let's go.
Okay, so first of all, I love how you said that you are a student. So what are you studying? What are you getting your degree in? I think that's such a beautiful thing for you to do. Post-secondary education is definitely the way to go.
Oh yeah, definitely. So currently, like I said, born and raised East Harlem, New York. That's always my heart. Repping my high school, St. Raymond High School for boys. So alumnus out there.
All right.
All boys high school in the Bronx. So shout out to my fellow Ravens. Like I said, I'm currently at State College, PA, in middle of nowhere, Central Pennsylvania, at Penn State University. Second year PhD student in higher education. So been working in higher education for a good while. Been working on this PhD. Trying to be a vice president, diversity, equity, and inclusion. So I'm all about trying to be more, all about creating more equitable places and environments for people that look like us, students that look like us, that want to come into the field of higher education and just want to go to college. So also who want to be fashionable and understand that, we do this and we about our grind. So that's what I'm doing currently. And just like I said, just glad to be here. It definitely takes me away from the books because I got a statistics test tomorrow. So I get to talk about sneakers before I study for this test. So I'm excited about it.
Yo, first of all, man, blessings to you for wanting to do that. That's those safe spaces.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Kids of color in education, because I'm a school counselor, so I definitely know
that's what's up.
I know, and I love the fact that you're about to be that assistant principal. We need more black male assistant principals in the education system.
Yes.
We can talk all day about that.
We can talk all day about school for sure.
First of all, Mr. Dr. Kingsley, do you got your drink? Because you got to have a sip.
Oh, man,
on Sunday,
I ain't bring my drink, man. I said I've been out here just getting ready for school and stuff, but man, I should go get me a little drinky drink.
Oh no, you are so good. You're good. That's part of the whole how we fluctuate on J's for Days.
That's what's up.
Blessings out there to the Bronx, baby. I've had so many people on here from New York. Shout out to New York City.
We out here, yo. New York, yo, BX, where y'all at? All my love, Harlem World Stand Up, Queens, Brooklyn, Staten. Shout out to New York. We out here.
You gotta do that, Dr. Kingsley.
Yes, yo, shout out to all my New York people. I love y'all. For real.
Exactly. Hold on. Hey Google, turn the music off. Dang. Google will shout out to the people in New York City. Google,
yes.
Excited about that. Okay. Dr. Kingsley, the people have come to see what you bringing on J's for Days on Sunday. How you gonna close us out, Dr. Kingsley?
Okay.
Go ahead and tell us, are we looking at your top one or are we looking at your top two? You let me, top one or top three? You let me know which one we doing.
Okay,
first.
well, I said, you allowed me to bring 3 and then you allowed me to have 1 bonus. So I'm gonna show my top 4 that I have that, that this some of my dearest sneakers in the closet, some of them sneakers that I just had to have in my collection. So I'm really excited to share these 4 kicks with the community, because these are some kicks that are really dear to my heart that bring me back to that nostalgia of this Michael Jordan, one and foremost, my favorite player, Chicago Bulls, 90s basketball.
Okay.
I love it. And then also having an opportunity to kind of, share a little bit about why these particular kicks that I pulled out of my closet. Because if you're a sneakerhead, you know how hard it is to kind of pick sneakers because they all are babies. So it's But yeah, but I'm I really have to be
how many babies you got too.
Yes, I have to be strategic in picking out my kicks. So you just want me to jump right in? How you want me to go about doing this?
I'm ready. Which one you want to go with first?
Oh, I'm sitting here looking. So maybe I'll go backwards and this. So I'm gonna start my bonus first. So I'm just gonna start with the bonus. And just work my way from 4 to 1. So I'm gonna start my bonus. So I just got these. So these are the Air Jordan Retro OG H in the aqua colorway. You have to have these in your collection. You have to have these. These sneakers right now on resale market going for probably $500. I was able to find these on eBay. Somebody probably just had them 1 or once, and this is from these retro probably 2 times. I think probably in 07 to 2015. So this is the 2015 edition, and
wow.
It's pretty much brand new. I got these for
brand new.
The person probably wore these 1 time. Look at the sole. It's not even really touched.
The sole hasn't even been.
Listen, hey, 500 right now.
Listen, and out in Philly, baby, he brought them same shoes. Tell me about why is that your 4th shoe for the day? Tell me about that.
So this shoe, when I was growing up, early 90s, I'm an 80s baby. My son is just gleaming. So so I'm an 80s baby.
Mm-hmm.
And Jordan brought these out in the 93. Yeah, 93 NBA All-Star game, right? And that was the only time we seen these. And when I saw these as a young boy, I was like, oh my goodness, these are a beautiful pair of sneakers. And I wasn't able to get them when they first retro back in 07. But I was like, yo, if I ever find them, I ever catch them, I said I'm gonna give me a pair. So fortunately for me, I found this pair, like I said, on eBay. And now having worked a little while, I have a little bit more money. I really didn't have that much money back in high school. I was like, I'm gonna buy me a pair. So this pair of kicks right here is like a baby to me. One, because of the nostalgia, and then the H are a classic Jordan silhouette. And a lot of people don't really think with H for whatever reason. I don't know why, but these right here is a classic silhouette, and I just love these so much. And it just brings me right back to this Jordan in the 90s and the Bulls kind of doing their thing, back to back 2 times in a row. And one is just a beautiful sneaker. Look at the colors. It's just
Listen, Dr. Kingsley, let me tell you something about that shoe, Dr. Kingsley. I know this is your showcase, but let me tell you something. First, you are already in my heart with that shoe. That was my first pair of Jordan, and I stole that.
Seriously, let's go.
I stole that shoe from my brother's girlfriend who left it at our house because she didn't have them, obviously. So my mother couldn't afford them, but that is my first pair of Jordans I ever put on my feet.
There you go. So you understand the importance of this sneaker right here.
Yeah.
How amazing this sneaker is. So I don't even know. I'm definitely gonna wear it because you gotta wear your shoes. But
you do.
This right.
I'm just peachy. He said that. Wear your shoes.
You gotta wear your shoes. So I'm definitely gonna wear them. But I'm definitely gonna look at them for a little while because they are beautiful. So, but I do got some fire heat that I'm gonna put on with these in my closet. So I'm just super excited that I got a pair of these because I've been wanting to pair these for a very, very, very long time.
Dr. Kingsley, tell me something. How does that shoe, pick that shoe back up? I got a question for you. How does that shoe represent you?
Well, first and foremost, man, I love Jordans. Like, I think everybody sneakerhead could like love Jordans. Even if you don't love all the numbers, you love some type of Jordan, like whatever number. So for me personally, I just always love the H, right? Like when I also have the playoff H too. So the red and black ones, like those are like a pair of my grails. But these might also add to my grail collection as well. But it represents me because one, like, isn't this about the versatility, right? Like in the style and the culture and like the uniqueness, right? So the beautiful colors kind of represent how I am as an individual. And I just like to like, shift it up, change it up a little bit, right? And I think like when Jordan brought these out, he was really trying to change the game. Like people wasn't really on the Jordans like that. They always kind of like so we could talk about the Jordan 11s when he came out with the patent leather. They were like, what the hell is that? Everybody's wearing the Converse and stuff. But Jordan changed the game in terms of like how we see sneakers as fashionable, right? So even more so, like he even has like little flecks of like metallic in it. It's like it's like a beautiful sneaker, and it represents the fact of that Harlem, like when we come correct like all the time, right? So like New York, no matter where you at, we come correct. So the sneaker for me is a representation of the history and the style and the culture that we have in New York, but also Jordan, right? Like at least the go to me. So and like every time any joints came out, it was always bringing some heat. So that's what this represents to me, for sure.
1993, baby. Yeah. That's representing right there. Okay, listen, this man didn't open up this dang on show with a pair of wait a minute, hold on, Dr. Kingsley. What size shoe are those shoes?
Oh, so I wear size 12, and anybody up to size 12 know how hard it is to get size 12 sneakers. So.
I can't fit it though.
No, I'm like, man, it's hard.
You said you ain't turning that shoe over. You're not gonna ever sell that shoe, are you?
No, sure. That's my baby right there. Man.
Ooh, Air Jordan.
That's one of my classics right there.
Ooh, that's a beautiful one. Okay, well, you better keep on bringing it. I mean, you bringing that heat. Harlem, baby. Okay, are you from Harlem or the Bronx? Let me make sure I get that.
So I went to high school in the Bronx, so that's why I said represent St. Raymond High School for boys. Okay. But I, like grew up in the Bronx a little bit, like in my younger years, and then moved to Harlem. So, but originally born East Harlem. That's my heart. That's my life. East Harlem, New York, all day. Yes.
I love that. Okay, East Harlem. What you got next, Doctor?
Oh my goodness! So this is so hard. You got me out here pulling. Oh. Okay. Let me see. What I'm gonna pull.
Ooh, I need to come.
Okay, so you know what? I'm taking it back, and then I'll bring it up to the more newer stuff. Okay. So bringing out a pair of my grails. So AKA
my God,
the Raptor 7s. Even though the Raptor didn't exist at this time, but these are one of my grail sneakers. Like, I mean, I cannot tell you how much of a grail this sneaker is. Like when I saw Jordan in the playoffs with these sneakers. So these are like the Jordan 7. We could say the Jordan 7 playoffs pretty much. It just kind of blew my mind. Because for one, like, who's thinking of these colors like this?
Nobody.
Like, who's thinking like what?
Nobody.
Who's thinking like look at the sole? Like I was like, I wear mines, but like that sole, that's a beautiful, like this is so unique.
That so unique. Is beautiful.
Like it got the 2-3 in the back with the pull tab.
Yeah.
Like this is a whew. I looked.
Hey yo, David from the Bronx in the chat box is saying those shoes are fire, dude.
Ooh, these are my babies. I went through interesting story about these.
Okay, tell us.
So aside from like when I saw Jordan with these and like doing this thing in the playoffs, because I pretty much worshipped the damn Bulls back in the 90s when I was young. Like I always tried to go to the United Center, always wanted to go see the Bulls play. But interesting story, like a good friend of mine had these sneakers. And when I saw them on his feet, I was like, bro, what are those? I was like, these are amazing. And then he was like, yo, Jordan had these on the play. I was like, yo. And like, I could never, and I tried everything. Like I had different joints, but I could never get my hand on this pair particularly. Right?
Oh my God.
When these retros again, like, cause they retro a couple of times. So when these retro again in 2015, again, I couldn't, like, I missed them. I couldn't get them, right? And I was like, And then they kind of came out again, like they had like an anniversary for them, and they came out again. I missed them again. So interestingly enough, was speaking to another sneakerhead, and like he was just trying to get off some of his like sneakers that he hadn't worn in a while. Just like, yo, and then so he was just showing different pictures of sneakers. He's like, yo, so I'm looking in and I'm seeing some sneakers that I had, and there's some sneakers that I wanted. So he had the Last Shot 14s, so I had to get those. He had these, and then he had the playoff 8s, like the red, the black one. So he had those. So
I need him on the show.
Right. So I was like, bro, I'm like, I need these. He was like, I bet. So he gave me a good price, and I was able to get these for maybe like 200 or something.
Oh, they were way
20, like 20, like, yeah, like so, like in
more.
the 2015 edition, like it said, he said probably won like once again. People like they don't really be weird. They like, I don't know how y'all got these fire kicks, and like he like, yeah, I probably won like one time. So I said, I'll take them off your hand for you, definitely. I said, I would take those off your hand. So these right here are a grow for me because one, not only is the colorway and the 7s are just a dope silhouette, but then when the Toronto Raptors came up with that purple and that red, and Vince Carter, who was another one of my favorite players, I was like, oh my goodness, like that's it. So I had to buy me a Vince Carter jersey, like the throwback one with the actual Raptor on it, to go with these sneakers.
Exactly.
And, like these right now, resale market probably also around like 500.
They are. No, they are. And listen, I went and did some research on that shoe because that is one of the OG colorway shoes.
One of the OG colorways in the 7s. Y'all with a couple that came out. Yep.
Yes, and listen, so I did on here when it previews, and you can go back and watch it. You'll be able to see the 1992, the one you got that came out in 2012. Yep. Totally different shoe. Like Nike really improved that shoe.
They surely did. Definitely.
Was that the 1992 contains flat laces,
where
the 2012s contain oval laces.
Yep. And you can see that, like I can't really see, but like you got the little tab, like lace tab on it.
Yeah.
On the aglet. Yep. So these are classics, like
That shoe right there, man. Oh my bad.
Anniversary. Like I'm kind of upset that Nike ain't really bring these back out because people, I think they're rumored to be coming back out next year, hopefully. So like hopefully they do come back out because I definitely got to snag a pair of these. Yeah. But I mean, we did get some 7s this year. So we got the Flint 7s, so I copped those. We got the Centris 7s. That's another classic colorway, so I got those as well. But these right here,
them right there, man, do not.
Yeah, these are to my heart right here. These are my heart right here. Like, this is one of the sneakers I had to have. So, like, the Aquas, like, I had to have those, but these, I had to have these.
You got them.
So, yes, definitely.
Did you know that Jordan wore that shoe and scored 62 points against that? It was something in the research I saw that he wore that shoe during the playoffs, lost the game.
Yep.
At that colorway, and then that team didn't start until 1995. The Raptors didn't come out until
1995. No.
But he was already wearing their colors before.
Pretty much already wearing their colors. So colloquially, they're called the Raptors because of the colorway, but like the real OGs know like this is like the Jordan 7 like playoff colorway. So like they like people were like, oh, you got the Raptors. I'm like, yo, the Raptors wasn't even around when these was out. Jordan was out here like changing the game. These niggas are revolutionary. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's like, oh yeah, the Raptors, but nah, these are the playoff 7s right here for sure.
Ooh, listen, wait a minute, hold on. I know you all the way in Harlem. But a sister over here sweating like I'm going through menopause. You bringing that heat, man.
These are so those are some classics
today. You bringing that heat.
Classics.
Okay, what you got? Your number, what?
2.
2. Okay.
2. Okay. So most recent. So this is the most recent pickup, and another like OG popping colorway that I just had to pull out, and I actually went home a couple of weeks ago and they just came out, and I'm like, yo, if I could just go to the store, get a pair without having to pay resale for them, I said I would be super excited. Right. So luckily things are starting to come back to normal. Like you actually go in the store and get Jordans. So like I see a lot of Jordans are kind of like sitting in the stores that you could get. So like you want the Centris, you could go get those, The Ginger 14s just came out. You could go get those.
Right.
And I don't know if you can find these now. The Fire Red 3s. I don't know, but I
thought I found those, but I cannot find those. But go ahead and tell us about that shoe.
So these are just, come on now, y'all. these are just classic Jordan,
man.
OG Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
Nike background. You know it's real because they haven't done this in now. These have retro like maybe like 3 different times, but without the Nike branding on the back.
Gotcha.
So these right here, these are special. And I mean, Nike, Jordan brand, Nike and them, they put their foot in it. These are beautiful.
I'm so
like
mad
the 2022 edition of the Fire Red 3s is beautiful. I mean, they did the damn thing with these. These are probably some of the best 3s I've seen in a long time. Ooh. And I got a lot of 3s in my closet. So if you were able to get a pair of these, like, you lucked up. And like a lot of people was like, oh, these are, you know, I'm like, are you bugging? These are what?
Bugging?
Like the Fire Red 3s are like, these are beautiful, and they're like the history behind them.
1988, baby. 1988, baby.
Exactly.
1988. So let me ask you this. Okay, so I got a quick question for you with that shoe because we're seeing a lot of women in the sneaker game right now. So the question for you, Dr. Kingsley, is what do you think about women wearing those sneakers? What are your thoughts on seeing women like reds, baby?
Man, let me shout out some man. I have met a lot of women in the sneaker community that are doing dope things, man. I will put women up to any man in the game. Their collection is, man, let me tell you, these women in the game are killing it out here. They are killing it. They making me step my game up. You hear me?
Hey.
Like these women, so like I love seeing women in Jordans. Like, you know, my partner, you know, like she's not a sneakerhead per se, but I've been getting her, so I've been buying her Jordans, and her favorite silhouette is probably it's what I'm gonna talk about a little bit, right? But like I love seeing women in sneakers like doing their thing, like women in fashionable that just know the history, know the culture, and just know how to just rock a pair of kicks, yo. Especially J's. I love seeing women in J's. I think it's so dope that, you know, women are recognizing the importance of, like, you know, showing and exuding their femininity. While also like expressing themselves through a multitude of different ways, through their style, their uniqueness. And I know a lot of dope sneakerheads in the game, a lot of dope women sneakerheads in the game. So shout out to all of them. But yes, I love to see women do their thing. So like even you out here doing your thing, you recognize what it is, and that's amazing. So shout out to all the women in the sneaker game doing their damn thing. Keep doing what y'all doing because I see y'all. You know, like I definitely see y'all because like, I mean, some of these women out here, they putting dudes to shame. Like I know a couple of women sneakerheads, man. I put them up against any dude on a regular day. We'll just smack them light work.
Hey, yo, on Instagram, check out Karma Wonder and check out 313 out there in Detroit, man.
All of them,
check out TG. They some women
all
in the game, baby.
All of them, yo.
I love that. Okay, so about them OGs you got in your hand. Okay, so Tinker Hatfield was the reasoning for that shoe.
Yes.
Tinker Hatfield, he is definitely one rich ass man. I know that.
Yeah, Tinker had the revolutionary. Tinker created some of the most iconic Jordan silhouettes, man. Iconic. Mm-hmm. And then the colorways, I mean, come on, we can talk about this. That pure the red and black, and like red, black, and white are some of my favorite colors. And these, like, come on, so you got the fire red with the elephant print. You got the
elephant print. Oh my God!
Look at the. That's a beautiful. Come on, that's a beautiful soul. Like, you know, the herringbone, and then like you got the gray. Like this sneaker is sexy.
Iconic Jumpman. Don't play with Jumpman.
Jumpman logo. Like
when I tell you that elephant print for me,
yes,
is the business.
Mm-hmm.
That elephant print really to me signifies I'm about to come in here and I'm about to kill everybody
Yes.
up in this game because I'm that big, like an elephant.
Yes, definitely. So like I just love these are just beautiful to me.
Yeah, but
And
you know
like
what?
just a classic nostalgic sneaker. And I'm
Yeah.
just so excited that I was able to snag a pair for retail. So like just walked in the store and then like, asked them like I walked in the Foot Locker and I knew they had came out and I was home. So I walked in Foot Locker. I'm like, let me see if I could go find these sneakers. So I walked in Foot Locker and saw the guy and I was like, I'm like, do y'all have these? And I was like, I said, first, I felt doubtful because, sometimes you take a lot of L's in the sneaker community.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I said, you probably don't even got these. He was like, what size you looking for? 12. So my man went in the back, bought the box. He like, you need to look at them. I said, nah, just take them to the register. I don't even gotta look at them. I said, just take them to the register. I said, I don't even gotta look at them because I needed these. So I'm super excited that I was able to snag a pair of these.
Did you get them on September 10th when they dropped?
I got them on release day. Like walked in the store, I got them on release day. So I was super, super, super duper excited that I was able to cop these. Because these are.
Have you worn them yet?
I haven't touched them yet. No, I just ordered something for these. I got like this fly Chicago Bulls jersey that I'm waiting for to come with these because it's starting to get a little cooler. So I'm about to bring out the heat. So no, I haven't touched these yet, but I will. I will be wearing these.
Quick question in one word. How does that shoe represent you with one word?
Iconic.
Ooh, okay. That's flavor right there, baby.
That's it.
All we got to say with that one because that shoe is very iconic.
And iconic, yes.
Go back and watch the slideshow. Michael Jordan had those shoes on, but the elephant print was black.
So see, like that. Here's the thing with that. People got to recognize that back in the 90s, like photography wasn't as technologically advanced as it was. So what may appear as black may actually be light like this.
Exactly.
People just see it as black, So we're never really know unless we go to Nike warehouse and actually go find a pair from like back in the day. But I think I will personally say that whether if it was a little dark or exactly this color per se, because there's been a lot of controversy. People like, I'm not buying them because Jordan ain't really wear these. I'm like, for what it's worth, buy the damn sneaker because it's a dope sneaker. It's a historic sneaker. Stop trying to sneakerheads nowadays, they be like, these new sneakerheads nowadays, they just be like trying to compare sneakers from here and there. I'm like, buy the damn sneaker. It's a dope sneaker.
You know what? That's gonna be my logo for October. Buy the damn sneaker.
Buy the damn sneaker. For what it's worth, it's just a beautiful sneaker. Whether it was darker or lighter, whatever. Like Jordan still wore some rendition of these. And just appreciate that for the work that he did in these sneakers, and just to have them in your collection, is unique.
It's very smart. So smack the shit out of me because I slept on those. Listen, I slept on those. Purposeful Pursuit says they are a beautiful sneaker. The sole is gorgeous.
Yes, gorgeous. That's my boo right there, actually. So that's my boo right there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to cop a pair of these actually.
Okay,
I think she's feeling me.
Is this your boo in the chat?
Yeah, Purposeful Pursuit. That's my boo. So I think she likes these. I'm gonna have to cop up pair of these.
You gotta give my sister Purposeful.
Yeah, I gotta get her a little pair of these. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, Dr. Kingsley, you are bringing that flavor, man. Thank you.
Yes, good time.
Okay, what we got?
All right. So, number one. So this is my boo's favorite silhouette. She loves this Jordan silhouette. Like she loves this silhouette. And like it's also an iconic silhouette. Probably one of the hardest silhouettes to get anytime Jordans drop. And like I don't know why, but anytime Jordans drop in this silhouette, doesn't matter the colorway, doesn't matter the collaboration, people just go get it. It is always hard to get on the resale market. But I was lucky to get a pair, this particular pair that, a lot of people was like, it wasn't great. I mean, like the QC, so that's quality, like the quality control on it, wasn't that great. But nonetheless, I found a decent pair that was helpful, that I felt comfortable with. So number one for me, at least in my face right now, is the Jordan 4 Fire Red.
Oh, pick my heart up. Okay, it's in my chest.
So why? Because Jordan 4s, again, that Nike branding, right? Now, this is a 2020 version, I think, that came out. They wasn't the greatest. Like, I think they rushed these a little bit, but nonetheless, still a sneaker that you gotta have, right?
Right.
Still a sneaker that you gotta have. Because one, Jordan 4s are just iconic. You know, we could go back, you know, with like Spike and Mars and Jordan 3s, Jordan 4s, like these sneakers here. Like, I mean, the 1s, the 2s, and the 3s definitely put Jordan brand on a map. But these right here, people was like, oh my, what are these? I mean, the mesh netting, right? The flight, right? Like the Jordan flight, like branding, like the sole, right? Like, yo, these will always, I don't care what color Jordan 4s you got, whether you get like a collaborative pair, the Union 4s, or like the whatever 4s, but these right here, the Fire Red 4s are needed in everybody's collection. I don't care what retro you got to have a pair of these in your collection. Got to.
When I tell you that shoe is so beautiful,
got to.
Just that fire red OG color blocking shape. That shape and them details of that 1989 specs. When I tell you that shoe makes me want to jump through this computer and snatch that out your hand and run.
Oh my goodness. Like, so Miss Perfect for shoes, my boo. Like, when I first so this was the first Jordan. So, like, you know, she said she never really owned a pair of Jordans. And like, so this was the first pair of Jordans I showed her. She was like, I need these. She never seen Jordans in her life. Never, like, she was like, I want these. I need these. These are it for me. She said, I gotta have every color of 4s in my life. I could go through every pair of Jordans and ask her which ones of these. She won't know, but she'll know these. She would know these. She would know. Oh, those are 4s. So, like, the Jordan 4s are just, I mean, Jordan did some work in these.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I mean? He did some work in these sneakers, right? Yes. And I mean, one, the history behind these, the crafting of these sneakers, I mean, are just beautiful, man. I mean, you know, we got the just the mesh alone, right? We could talk about that. And we could talk about that logo on the tongue, right? The tab, like, these are just the Nike branding at the bottom.
Oh,
these will forever be one of the best pair of Jordans in history.
You remember?
I'm talking like uniquely this colorway for me. And I mean, there are a lot of 4 colorways, and then there are some beautiful colorways. I'm talking about like these ones, the Oreo 4s. I have the white Oreo 4s in the closet. Those are beautiful. But these right here, these started it for me. So like, if we gonna talk about sneakers that kind of really started to get me in the game, this was one of the pair.
Right.
This was one of the pair.
Yes.
You know, and this was one of the pair. So I'm not just talking about, you know, and then the Bread 11s. Like, everybody got to have a pair of Bread 11s, right? So those are
a whole nother show, right?
A whole nother show for those, right? We could just have people to talk about the uniqueness and the history behind the Bread 11s, right? But this right here was like one of the sneakers that really was like, you know what? I want to be a sneakerhead. I want to do this. I enjoy this. I think it's dope. And not even the fact, like, you know, for a lot of sneakerheads, it's not even about, you know, so much the sneaker as much as it is about just the love for the culture and the history behind it, right?
Yeah.
So we could talk about hip hop. We could talk about movies. We could talk about whatever. And it's like, there are some sneakers come up somewhere, and like, it's just about the culture and the history for me. So that's why I love doing this, you know, because you're not gonna get every sneaker, right?
You're really not.
So okay, but you know,
Dr. Kingsley, the question is, do you think that sneaker collecting is worth it? Keep that shoe up. Do you think that sneaker collecting is worth it?
I'm gonna be 100 with you. I think sneaker collecting is definitely worth it if you have a love and a passion for the history, the culture, the respect of the sneakers. If you out here doing it because, now granted, I'm not against anybody that like resell. If you're doing it for your fam, you're doing it that's what you're doing it to be on some real asshole shit, and you doing it just because it's like, oh, I could just do this. Like, I saw a pair. So The taxi ones came out yesterday. Somebody was on eBay selling us for $400. I'm like, why?
Are you out your freaking mind?
Why?
Come on, man.
Like, come on, like, you know, things like that irk me. But like, if you're doing it because you love it, like if you just love sneakers, it's like when you open a sneaker and you just, you know, something like visible just hits you, like it takes you back to the time when you were a kid. Then hell yeah, collect your sneakers.
Yeah,
and you know,
that's why I'm collecting, because my mother couldn't afford that stuff.
Exactly. So, you know, and then even more so, like, you know, back in the day, you see your favorite people having sneakers, like, oh my goodness, one day. So, like, and I told you, like, I took a hiatus, so I gave away a lot of my sneakers. So, like, you know, COVID, I gave away a lot. I had a lot of sneakers, so I gave away some. I sold some, like, when I got high school, and then, like, when COVID happened, and everybody was kind of just doing things, reselling stuff. But I was like, you know what haven't I done in a while? And then I think I forgot what pair of sneakers came out. Oh, the Jubilee 11s came out, like for the anniversary of like the 11s, right? And I was like, oh my goodness. It kind of just brought back those memories of like getting sneakers, waiting in line for sneakers, you know? I'm not talking about the raffles and shit. I'm talking about getting up, waiting in line, like going outside, had your chair outside of Foot Locker, like, you know, getting your sneakers, going home, you know, those were the days. And it just brought me back to that. So I just really got back on it. And man, like, I don't know how many sneakers I've done bought, but, you know, I think, you know, my partner's probably like this chill because, like I said, I'm on grad school salary, but nonetheless, like, I just love sneakers and I just love the history behind them. And just really the culture is like, it's just something that really just brings me a lot of joy.
And so, see that, and that's what we're getting to. So purposeful pursuit. Please make sure you comment in the chat. The last question is, Dr. Kingsley, how many shoes do you own?
I mean, like,
when somebody start a sentence with "I mean," like, that mean it's out of control.
I mean, actually, it's really not, because I mean, I know some sneakerheads that got thousands of sneakers, right? You know, like thousands of sneakers. And so, like, I think now, because like I told you, I was on hiatus, I hadn't done it about, so I'm getting my collection back up. But I mean, in over the 2 years since like COVID, since I started getting back into it, definitely got probably more than like 100 plus in the closet. And like, I mean, like, that's just over like a 2-year span of just like getting back on it. I'm like, so, and I mean, but it's like, I can't give you a definite number, but it's definitely more than like 100. Probably, it's definitely more than like 100 in the closet. I mean, it got to the point where I had to put the sneakers in the other closet. I'm like, I need to. So I mean, like, but then again, it's like, you know, there are a lot of different retros coming out, like a lot of sneakers that people haven't seen in a while. So the Fire Red 3s come out. So it's like certain colorways, certain silhouettes that come out in like OG colorways. I have to have them, right?
Right.
So like,
because honestly, the collection wouldn't be right without them.
Exactly. So it's like, it's like certain sneakers that come out that you gotta have. So like the Centrist 7s that came out, right? That's like, it's not an original colorway, but it's an OG. It's an OG colorway that came out a while ago. People slept on them. I'm like, are y'all bugging? I'm like, these are classics. So I'm like, I had to have those, like the Flint 7s that came out. People slept on those, like, oh, those are trash. Had to have those too because of the history behind it. You know, so it's right. So like a lot of sneakers, like even like the Ginger, so the Ginger 14s, they came out. They made them a mid, but you know, they came out as originally as a low. So a lot of people slept on that, but they're still a beautiful sneaker.
Wow.
So you know, so it's like certain sneakers that, you know, you just gotta have in your collection. That are just meaningful to me. Like I said, like these, I found it. I was like, yo, I had to make sure I found these.
You have definitely encouraged me. I literally need to get me some Fire Red.
Yes.
So I'll be in New York. I'm in New York again in November.
Say,
if you know any place
so you hit me up when you're there.
Fire Red, let me know.
Yes, definitely. I could take you to some of the sneaker boutiques. We could go to Kith. We could go to Extra Butter, whatever. we could go to the spots. GBs or whatever.
We get close to that time.
Okay.
When I tell you, you close out the month of September. I'm Just Peachy was on here. Now we got Dr. Kingsley. We got Purposeful Pursuit. Davis in the chat. When I tell y'all made this Sunday come good.
It's good time. Blessing.
Thank you so much.
But then can we give you a clap too for like, you know, creating a platform where like fellow sneakerheads could come and talk about their J's? So like, can we clap it up for you as well for doing what you're doing? Because I think this is amazing.
Thank you.
You know, like come on, like just to come out here, J's for days on a Sunday. That's so dope.
Don't forget to take that serious.
Like, and don't forget to have your drinky drink, right? Like you coming out here like, yo, let's talk about Jordans on a Sunday, like, you know, like on the good Lord's day. It's like, hey, what Jordans you got in your closet? Like, I love that. That is so dope.
You better promise me right now you coming back on my show.
Oh, like I said, you already got my word. I said, all you gotta do is just let me know. Cool. I said, like, if you're around in New York in November around the same time, let's link up. Because like,
will definitely
what be dope? Like you in New York, we in New York, we could just do like a like, you know, like a vlog. Like we out here, like, yo, so I'm out here and we just go around stores. I'm down for that.
I'm holding you to that.
Okay, you can do that.
All right, Dr. Kingsley, tell the people where they can find you. I'm gonna get ready to go ahead and showcase us out, baby. Here we go.
All right, so make sure you you get opportunity to follow me on IG at Mr_Kingsley H_closet. So Mr_Kingsley H_closet. Like, make sure you follow me. Like I said, like, it's a new page. I'm just getting back in the way, you know, showcasing my sneakers, my lifestyle. You know, like I said, I'm a PhD student, so sometimes I got fly ass outfits on campus and just doing everything I do. So make sure you definitely follow the page. I would love to like follow you and connect with you. And you know, like I also have like a show that I'm coming back, like Real Sneaker Talk. So I'm trying to get back into that. So I'm still trying to figure out what that's gonna look like. So if you're interested in probably talking about sneakers, not just sneakers, but we talk about whatever. So probably get back into that sometime in October. But I would love to have you on. So if you're just a sneakerhead, like you definitely gotta come on. You know, Jay with it, like come on, just talk sneakers and we go from there. So
you know what, Dr. Kingsley, not to cut you off, but let's talk about how the kids represent themselves in them shoes.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's get on it. All right, y'all. Sure you like, subscribe, and share. Please make sure you become a part of the family. Press that subscribe button. Shout out to Dr. Kingsley, man. Representing Harlem, baby. Representing the Bronx in his younger years. Representing New York. So without further ado, Dr. Kingsley, J's for days on Sunday. You better take that what, buddy?
Yes. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Yo.